multi-billion-dollar corporations lie to us, they underpay us, and they cheat us out of every cent we own. But that's not entirely true. If you're like me, a young adult, then you're more likely to be less experienced than other workers. So, not a lot of businesses are willing to hire you, yet these big businesses are always willing to overlook that. McDonald's always needs new cooks, Kroger's always needs new cashiers, and Kohl's always needs new salespeople. They overlook your inexperience, and they're willing to hire you anyways. Sure, the pay may not be that great, but it's a good way to enter into the workforce to gain more experience. They also help you not just as the employee, but as the customer as well. Places like McDonald's with their $1 menu, or KFC with their $5 fill-up, they make their prices very low in order to appeal to you. If they wanted to make the prices higher, they'd simply lose more customers because they'd all go to competing companies. It's this competition that companies have with each other that makes our lives better because they want to attract more of us and appeal to our needs. They also help us in more than just our needs as being cheap. They help us in our needs of convenience. Amazon has revolutionized how we perceive online shipping in just a matter of a few years. They've created one-day shipping or two-day shipping in order to appeal to our need of a faster world. So, they get things to us far quicker than ever before. Now, there's also the way of manufacturing things in order to make us cheaper. Not just in convenience, not just in employment, not just as the customer. Things are just cheaper than ever because due to their manufacturing. TVs that used to cost thousands of dollars in the past, in the 50s, now only cost $100 for far better quality, for far better definition. Just because of the natural progression of how big businesses act. It's this competition that makes them more money, that makes us happier. They also help us in the needs of our environment. They care for environment far more than you'd think because it also helps them in the process. Companies look better when they care for the environment. They also get more benefits. Some governments, in fact, give tax benefits or tax breaks to companies that decide to recycle and help the environment instead of pollute it more. So as you see, Tesla wants to make more energy efficient cars in order to emit less CO2. There's also companies like the water bottle companies that want to use less plastic to save more materials so that they can make more money and produce less carbon emissions as well. There's even companies that want to save money on electricity, so they create solar panels, they use wind power, they use nuclear energy to save more money on energy. It's this symbiotic relationship they have to save more money and produce less carbon emissions in the process. It's a win-win situation. It's disingenuous to say that a lot of these companies are evil simply because they have so much more money, but they help us in so many more ways than one. They help us with our convenience. They help us with our environment. They help us as employees. They help us speed our society entirely. If it wasn't for big businesses, then we would still be in kind of a stone age. So we have big businesses to thank. We have this competition that companies have with each other in order to make our lives easier so that they can make more money. You may say that their means are selfish, but do they not benefit us as a whole?